Yes, Trader Joe's in spring water is great, comma. I think I use something else, but Trader Joe's is perfect. Those look delicious! Exclamation point. I bet the smoked one is amazing. Dot dot dot. Hey, TP, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Miss Nicole. Hello, hello. Oh, let me make sure. Let's see. I did something right as a moderator. Hum. Nicole, I think I clicked you on as a moderator. Okay. You'll let me know. Hello, everybody. Hello, Josie. Hello, Diane. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So nice to see all of you on Saturday. Josie joined through an invite. That's so cool. Thanks, Nicole. I think I did. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. Hello. So great to see you. Hello. Hey, Caroline. Hello. Yes. Okay, good, Nicole. I thought it was. I'm well. I'm good. Thank you so much. Hello, Annie. I'm good. Busy day. Of course, a busy day in the clinic, day 6 out of 7. But always great to be here. And I'm so excited. It's always my favorite thing to be able to show up for all of you, and especially thrilled that we get 75 more days of TikTok, and let's hope forever. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Kapaz. Hey, Halal. Thank you, Nicole. Hello, Jan. Hello, everybody. Um, and thank you, Nicole, for taking a look over on YouTube. Hey, L. Ramsey. Oh my gosh, thank you for my gift badge. So I've been posting. I have had a lot of questions lately about genetics. Is diverticulitis, colitis, IBS inherited? What can we do about it? What are the genetic factors? And if anybody's interested in talking about that today, we can talk about it. We can also talk about what to eat, what not to eat, what to eat if you're on medication, what to eat to heal, what supplements work. If you're interested in blood type, if you're interested in talking about getting rid of bloat, constipation, you name it, that's what we're here for. Do you love the genetic talk? So I just posted an hour or so ago. Hey, Kay, so nice to see you. I posted a video with a comment from a client who lost a parent, their dad, to diverticulitis. And that yesterday morning, I had someone in the same situation, and they asked me, is it inherited? So the answer is there is a genetic factor in gut issues, especially diverticulitis, colitis. There's a genetic factor, but This is what research shows, that the predominant determinant factor of outcome is lifestyle and diet. And in my experience, it's also, which is the second video I posted, it's also the determinant factor is how we handle stress and who we modeled stress release from. Or maybe we modeled holding in stress, which was what my second video is about. Yeah, it's all about stress. And what I learned, being the daughter of a very successful, sunny on the outside, stressed out on the inside salesman, is how to hold everything in. And that his genetics were more powerful for me than anything else I inherited. Tina just came home from the hospital, diagnosed diverticulosis. Is belching common? Yes. They also, you also want to ask them to test you for H. pylori, which is a stomach bacteria. You can have H. pylori and diverticulosis. So, but belching is common. I don't know if you're on if you're on antibiotics or not. Michaela, my lives, I gave you a suggestion and it worked. Oh, um, oh, cool. I'd love to know what the suggestion is that worked. You didn't think there was a genetic link. I know. Isn't that fascinating? I did a lot of research and there is a genetic link. But I work a lot with genetics in the last 20 years because there's so much genetic information available. And Kay, thank you so much for your comment about being insulin resistant. I'm going to talk about that. That it is very interesting that there is a link. And the link is, to me, it's what's interesting about it is that people who actually have that can shift their genetics. But I think genetics are information. The suggestion I gave you, Michaela, were digestive enzymes and probiotics. Wow, I love that. I love that. It actually can be simple. That's the amazing thing. So let's talk about insulin resistance, Kay. Stress is number one for messing with insulin. Yes, there's diet. All the things that mess with insulin, sugar, wheat, dairy, processed foods, anything processed, absolutely. Chemicals, environmental things, bugs, bacteria, parasites, but stress, top of the list for dealing with insulins, and balancing blood sugar. And how you've worked, I don't know how you work with balancing blood sugar. I know a lot about balancing blood sugar because everyone in my dad's side of the family that I inherited most of my genetics from, besides the stress that Kay's talking about, all became diabetics. It is one of the conditions my dad passed from. And I have all the genetics for it, every genetic predisposition. And so the key to it is not only dealing with getting enough digestible protein, which means getting 150 grams of protein a day with a digestive enzyme, food combining, super key, detox, super key, but it's stress release. I think that is the most important thing that I learned after diet. And I was lucky enough to learn a big chunk of it in my early 20s. I don't think I would be here without that. That I was lucky enough to really, I talked about that in my video, that I was lucky enough to really learn some stress release exercises in my early 20s. And then I did another big chunk of work of that in my late 30s when I was trying to get pregnant, worked with a therapist whose focus was the mind-body connection and infertility. And what I discovered was that even though I was healthy, I was still an absolute acid bath of stress that I held in. And learning how to identify it and release it was life-changing. And that's number one. That's right up there. So all the clients I've worked with who've reversed type 2 diabetes or dealt with their insulin resistance have really focused on stress release. And that means, hello, Salem Fesha, nice to see you. And stress release. And that means having fun, not working all the time, enjoying what you do all day. I just heard a wonderful psychologist talk about that it's not, there's no such thing as work-life balance. You have to enjoy what you're doing all the time, um, or leave what you're doing and do something else. That's what she, I thought that was brilliant. It isn't just about liking what you do 2 hours a day. It has to be all day or do something else. And if anybody is dealing with insulin resistance or something where blood sugar is a big, there's a lot of stress going on, and you love what you do, then you're, it's about dealing with how to release the stress. If you're not really loving it every single day, got to do something else. Oh, Nicole, thank you for welcoming everybody. So anybody out there where who, I'd love to hear, if you know that you hold in stress, who do you think you learned that from? Who held in stress in your family? Your mom, your dad, your grandma? Who were you close to that was seemed to be easygoing on the outside and held in stress? I mean, we're not talking about those people that were screaming all the time. They may not have been holding in as much stress as the people who are not screaming all the time. Hey, Manuel, nice to see you. In my case, my mother was the one screaming all the time. She gave all the rest of us ulcers, but it was my dad who held it in. So Michaela, it was your mom. Yeah. So, oh, Manuel, thank you. It was Victor holding in stress. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a big one. Yeah, JR, your mom held in hers. Tina, they suggested Pepsid. I direct message me about that. I mean, if you know, there may be a reason that you are on it at this very moment. Um, there's better things to do. And I also don't want to cover up the belching. I want to get to the root cause of it. That's something I can either do in a consult, but direct message me. So your mom held in the stress. That it's hard to imagine that we can learn something different if we've been doing it our whole lives. Hey, Rita, we're talking about who taught us to hold in stress, because it is the number one factor in gut issues and blood sugar issues, probably heart issues as well, especially for women. And as you all know, women have the highest, I mean, we are really at risk around heart disease. Hello, Yaya, nice to see you. So even though I'm always talking here about diet and what to eat and not to eat your whole nuts and seeds and not to eat popcorn, not to eat wheat, and it's I'm the minute that I pour myself into research and what actually makes us sick, it always comes up stress. So I'm grateful that I looked into the genetics, because it's important to know that if you have diverticulitis, yeah, you may have a genetic propensity towards it, and you may have a child or a teenager or a young adult that's your kid whom you're noticing have similar patterns. And it's great to be able to relearn how to release stress so that they can watch you do it, and then they'll copy you. Even if it doesn't look like they're copying you, they are. I know that because I thought I was totally rebelling from my parents, and I took on a ton of their traits. So for good and bad, that's how it goes. And I think it's an interesting conversation, and all of us have things that help us release stress that we are more attracted to than others. Hey, Rose, nice to see you. Hello, Lily. Hello, Danny. So Kay, we have a phone consult coming up that I'm looking forward to. So between now and then, um, let's work, I would like to inspire you to work on some stress release, because I know there's a lot of stress in your life and your job. Hey, Linda, nice to see you. I mean, life is stressful, right? Life is crazy stressful. And then if you look at the news, it's even more stressful. Hey, Stephanie. I mean, I know that um, my Nicole loves to do gardening. Yeah, what is everybody out there? What do you like to do to deal with stress? Do you like to be alone? Do you recharge alone? Do you like to go out and be with people? Everyone is so different in that respect. Some people really like to have you like alone time. Yeah, me too. I'm with people all day and I love my people that I see. I love all of my group. Music. Yeah, yeah. I love that. That's beautiful. What kind of music do you like? And Manuel, when you're alone, do you just look out the window? Do you read? Do you like to listen to a book or read a book? I know. My Nicole loves her garden and sent me the most incredible pictures of her garden. This woman has a green thumb. Oh, Nicole, I have to email you about my Madeira plant, which died out here. I do not have a green thumb. Um, Rock from when you were young. Oh, of course. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, music it can just take us into another world. So that's so great. Do you dance? Do you like to be in a room alone and dance? Um, do you like to, or is it just the listening to the music? Hey, Mary Doll, we are talking about what you like to do to release stress and get into the moment. Anything that takes us into the moment is a meditation. Gardening is a meditation because when you're in the dirt, and Nicole knows about this, this is like her world, this is her safe world. Um, then that's like she's alive. It's like you could be. I mean, I know for me, oh, you sing and dance. Oh, I love that. You're alone with your dog and gardening for the first time this year, Kate. That's awesome. That is so cool. Congratulations. Yeah. As you all know, I am a dog lover and my dogs too. Sometimes in the middle of a crazy day in the clinic, in between clients, I'll just sit down on the floor with my dogs and I'll pull Cheyenne over on top of me and I'll just breathe with her. And it is so healing. Oh, yes. Nicole is inviting you, Kate, to ask any gardening questions. She is the queen. And I mean, if you saw her garden, this woman has the green thumb of life. It's amazing. She can grow anything. Her deck is so gorgeous. It's a jungle. Um, so I love that. Yeah, Kate, what kind of a dog do you have, Kate? And I love that you're gardening. Um, mm, mm. You're coming off a flare and your dog was by your side. Oh, it's so sweet. I'm sorry that you're coming off a flare. I hope that you're doing better. Did you have to take antibiotics? Excuse me, I think, speaking of that, I have dog hair in my tea. Um, did you have to take antibiotics or did you just get through it? Are you castor oil packing? And I'm so glad you had your dog right with you. Yep. Um, yeah, we're wishing you a speedy recovery. Hey, Shelley, we're talking about stress release, no antibiotics, and liquid diet. Good for you. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're getting through it. Castor oil pack too, maybe. But I'm so happy. Hey, Shelley, we're talking about how we release stress because I started off this live talking about the fact that stress is the number one cause of flares, triggers, and it can tip the scale on genetic factors for inheriting gut issues like diverticulitis. Yeah, castor oil packs really do help. What did I do? Oh, I fell down on my knee, and Nicole coached me through a castor oil pack with cayenne pepper. That was incredible. Hey, Alyssa, nice to see you. Hello, Kasha. Tasho, excuse me. Hello, Mary. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Um, we are having pretty nice weather out here today. I don't know how it is back east. Nicole. Hey, Tracy. Nice to see you. Hello, Detroit Lions fan. Nice to see you too. Welcome, everybody. I'm Julia Loggins, a gut coach and colon therapist of over 40 years. I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. Um, and Nicole is my ride or die, also expert not only in gut health and gardening, but in kidney issues. So, what a castor oil pack is when you put you only use castor oil externally. And it's when you put it on your belly, wrap yourself with a flannel or saran, put a heating pad over it, and let it sink in. You don't need the heating pad if you want to use castor oil or flannel. There is a company called Queen of the Thrones on Amazon, and they sell prepackaged castor oil packs. Castor oil packs are incredible for reducing pain and inflammation. Oh, it's a yucky day back east and raining. Okay. Hello, Diane. Nice to see you. At the moment, we're talking about castor oil packs, but we're also talking about stress release. You can get a shout out. So nice to see you. Nice to have you here. Where are you? Where are you from, Nicole? Excuse me. Where are you from, Diane? Hey, Allison. I did not expect to see you today. Oh, we're so lucky. Hello, hello. Allison, we're talking about stress release. In order to heal our gut. You have a big bottle of castor oil, smother it all over your gut, and wrap up your body with either flannel or saran, and then leave it on for an hour or something. Then you can shower it off. You have terrible anxiety. So, Shelley, do you have any gut issues? Is that anxiety related to gut issues, um, or is that triggered by, no, just anxiety? Is that like a specific because of a certain event, or is that something that you just deal with day to day? One of the things we talk about here on along with our gut tribe is, yes, I'll get to, I thank you about bile sludge. Shelley, since you were 15, have you ever tried ashwagandha and Detroit Lions? It's triggered by your gut. Okay. So for you, Detroit Lions fan, um, and Shelley, what about ashwagandha? Have you ever tried that? It can be really helpful. Thank you, Nicole, for that. It can be really helpful. So ashwagandha, you'll find it at the health food store or on Amazon. It's really helpful for anxiety. Also magnesium glycinate. So it's not magnesium citrate, but magnesium glycinate. Those two things really helpful for dealing with anxiety. And the other thing, Shelley, making sure you're getting 150 grams of protein a day. It's a lot of protein. It's at least 3 or 4 servings that fit in the palm of your hand. Protein is amazing for balancing and healing the nervous system. And it doesn't have to be in solid form. It can be bone broth or protein shakes. I do a lot of that in protein shakes. So it can be really helpful. So I'm going to talk about bile sludge and then the carnivore diet. So for bile sludge, one of the best things that you can do is just clean your liver, coffee enemas. Just get that liver cleaned out. Digestive enzymes, coffee enemas, get that liver cleaned out. Thoughts on the carnivore diet? The carnivore diet can be really helpful. If you have gut issues, as long as you're not eating beef is really hard to digest. And as long as you're taking a digestive enzyme at the end of your protein meal. Bristol. So have you seen the doctor? And and are you on antibiotics? Are you in a flare? Hey, Allison. Oh yeah, protein shakes with goat kefir really boost. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I think protein shakes and goat kefir. And what fruit do you put fruit in there, Allison? Do you do blueberries or frozen mangoes or anything else? Okay, the pain is still there. So Bristol, you might benefit from a castor oil pack because it sounds like you are what we call in a flare right now. If you've already seen the doctor and you're on a medication, then frozen blueberries. Yeah, I love frozen blueberries too. So a castor oil pack, it could be wonderful for reducing pain and inflammation. It's something that castor oil is always used externally. You're not drinking it. Hey, Sharon, welcome, welcome. um, yeah, and I'm glad that you saw a doctor. I'm glad that somebody's got their eye on it, and I'm glad that you are here with us because this is all my videos, even the ones that don't talk directly about diverticulitis, are directly for people with inflammatory gut issues, diverticulitis, colitis, IBS. Welcome to our tribe. Just scroll through, and if you have any questions, you can direct message me or set up a consult. It's the place where we get the most done. Allison, how are you feeling? You just went through a week of antibiotics. That's a lot. I'm hoping that you're feeling okay. Hey, Lucy, and hello, Ellen. Mm. Hey, Verna. Better late than never. Of course, you're not that late. It's only 4:20. So nice to see you. Hope how was your week? How are you doing? How are you feeling? We have some brand new friends here who are just healing, and even some friends who are just in the middle of a flare. You've tried to stay away from antibiotics. So, Shelley, from what I had heard from you, you're dealing with anxiety. Is there some reason that someone would want to give you antibiotics? Because if you didn't have any gut issue, not quite sure why they'd want to do that. Oh, thank you, El Ramsey. So nice to thank you for sharing. Yeah, Shelley, what are you battling? Um, but yes, I agree. It's, if at all possible, it's great to stay away from antibiotics unless a doctor prescribes them and feels like that's what you need at the moment. Your fairly healthy gut is still recovering. Goat kefir, wild brine sauerkraut, and probiotics. Okay, so Allison, which wild brine sauerkraut do you like? For everybody out there who's looking for a naturally fermented sauerkraut, we love Wild Brine. It's my favorite brand. I like Cleveland Kitchen as well, but I like Wild Brine. My favorite is the red one, the red cabbage. Sometimes I do the cabbage and beet, which seems to be all my stores had lately. I also like the one with seaweed. So which one do you like, Allison? Oh, thank you for my gift badge. Um, yeah. Oh, Lucia, having a colonoscopy over 10 weeks post-acute diverticulitis. So how is your gut right now? Do you feel stable? And you're nervous. Hey, Sue. So don't be nervous. I had a colonoscopy last year. I did mine awake, but you can ask to be asleep. The key is to make sure you're hydrated. But my question to you is, you're 10 weeks past acute diverticulitis. Are you having any pain? Are you stable? Stable, but still pain at times. The only thing that you might consider asking your doctor is colonoscopies, which are safe, are also invasive, and they can trigger flares. So I would consider the possibility of asking him to wait until you're completely stable and not in pain, so that unless he feels like it's important to do right now. I ask all my clients to talk to their doctors about that. So you have serious anxiety. Oh, Shelley, I'm so sorry. Yeah. And if he feels that there's a need to do it right now, then obviously you will, and you will be fine. Um, but I would ask you to put it off as long as possible. If I hadn't gone through it myself with a totally healthy gut, I wouldn't understand how invasive the procedure is. Your pains on your right side, could it be diverticulitis? It could be. Only an ultrasound, endoscopy, colonoscopy, or CT will tell you for sure. Otherwise, there's so many things. There is a home kit that you can do called the Cologuard test. I will say that the Cologuard test airs on the positive. So if you do a Cologuard home test instead of a colonoscopy and you get a negative, you're good. But if you get a positive, it does not mean that you have colon cancer because, and you can Google this, Cologuard airs to the positive. Kate, I've been a colon therapist for 42 years or more at this point. So that's my testimonial about it. That's what I do every day in my client in my practice, and I work on except someone who is newly pregnant. I see almost everyone. So direct message me if you have any questions. That happened to your friend. Yeah. Um, can you eat chia? No, you can never eat chia. Not after a flare, not before a flare, not 6 months after a flare. No, throw them out. Um, yeah, Kate. So it's obviously something that I recommend. It's something that, because emptying the colon so that those pockets can shrink is critical to healing diverticulitis. Yes, really. No chia. Chia swells up and it becomes like baseball sized globs of glue in your colon and it can expand those pockets. Flax and chia, no. Even so, no, soaked, it's all ends up being soaked for anyone. Yeah, for anyone. Because of leaky gut, because of the amount of glyphosates and chemicals in our food chain and how tender and inflamed most people's gut is, things like flax and chia just don't belong in the diet. Yeah. We love doctors for tests. And information is golden as far as I'm concerned. So when clients tell me that they're going to get testing, Allison and I talked about this when Randy was going to get testing. Information is golden. It gives me information when I'm working with you. It is, and it gives you peace of mind. And then we know everything, and I want to know everything. How to shrink the polyps. Start taking digestive enzymes with hydrochloric acid after your protein meals. Food combining, follow the diverticulitis diet, clean your colon, um, and do stress release. Your boss used to drink a chia kombucha. Yeah, well, that's kind of a recipe for one right there. Those two things, chia and kombucha. Oatmeal. Oatmeal doesn't have much food value, and it's constipating. Not the worst thing in the world. If you eat it, cook it well. Don't make it a regular part of your life. Um, yeah, it's not our, yeah, no. Kombucha, same thing. Now, most brands of kombucha have a lot of sugar in them, but um, even if they don't, they are generally, the way that they ferment them is in a very fast process. It's a fad. In a very fast process that it's just not good for your gut. If you want to get probiotics, get some sauerkraut or something from Wild Brine or Cleveland Kitchen, naturally fermented products. Verna, you can use my Happy Gut Cleanse. You can take up to 6 a day. Don't take anything with Cascara Sagrada or Senna, and don't take fiber products. Leela, nice to see you. Um, mm, Nice to have you. Thank you for following. Thanks for being here. So, you guys, we made it through another TikTok ban. What might be the cause of bloating, discomfort, and feeling something stuck in your throat? Tests could be so many things. Direct message me. This is the kind of thing we talk about on a consult to really figure out exactly what one or two things. That's what I did with a client this morning on a call. I talked to a lovely person who thought that she'd been following everything, but we found 5 things that she was eating and doing that were causing her flares. That's what I do in a consult. No kombucha, 0. Yeah, no. No kombucha, no flax, no chia. You had split pea soup yesterday. Yeah. I'm not a fan of split pea soup. Legumes are really hard to digest. Legumes are they are protein and carbohydrate together, and they're really hard to digest. If you have gut issues, forget legumes. Hello, Lily. Thank you for joining. Yes, as Nicole said, it's a fad. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome to. Hey, TikToker. Nice to have you. Hey, Lioness. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, only God can. Nice to have all of you. What foods are good, Frankie? You'll find them on my Diverticulitis Diet digital download. It's on my website, which is the link at the top of my bio, cleansingforenergy.com. I have, and also my, right here on this page, I have shopping lists from about 10 days ago. I dropped a shopping list for the diverticulitis diet and for every blood type. The poppy drinks, forget them. They're a waste of time and your money. You had your CT today and the IV contrast messed you up. Oh, Rose, I am so sorry. So this is what I'd suggest: activated charcoal. I'm so sorry. I would suggest like bone broth, aloe vera juice, activated charcoal. Get that stuff out of you. Yeah. Direct message me if you want. I'll make sure that I look at your direct message tonight. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, we should do a consult. Third infection in 8 months. No, this has to stop. This is not good. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You have charcoal. Do that tonight and tomorrow. So Rose, charcoal is constipating. I still want you to do it because it's going to really help get this crap out. But you can also do more happy gut cleanse and more aloe if you need. Activated charcoal absorbs toxins. Exactly. Um, yeah, absolutely. That's what's good about it. And it's fantastic for exactly this situation because it absorbs toxins, but it is constipating. So if you tend to be constipated, combine it with happy gut cleanse. You can use more happy gut cleanse and more aloe vera juice tonight and tomorrow. Leaky gut, yes. You don't want to have a leaky gut. Most people have a leaky gut. I'm actually creating a whole new PDF on how to heal a leaky gut. Yeah, Rose, you've got this. And then would you please fill me in on the information when you get it so we can drill down on whatever you learn. Dr. Prepper, that's something I talk about in a consult, and happy to talk to you about it. And so leaky gut, most people have leaky gut. Why? Wheat, the chemicals in wheat, bugs, bacteria, parasites, stress. Is peanut butter bad? It can be moldy. Make sure you get it fresh. DJ Dice, you asked a question, but I missed your question. So would you throw me back your question? Could your friend doing chemo? Yes, absolutely. Although I would probably suggest they not do it the day. Yeah, the answer is yes, but probably for the best case scenario, they would start that the 24 hours after their chemo treatment. Oh, diverticulitis 3 years ago. This week you have, sounds like you've got a flare. So aloe vera juice, bone broth, castor oil packs, go liquid for a while. Ruta, food sensitivity, tomatoes, pepper, eggplant. Is there any way to help? This is you're sensitive to nightshades. These are called nightshades. DJ Dice, get my diverticulitis diet digital download and my gut fix starter pack, because that's going to really, really help you. So nightshade person, direct message me. Gabi, you finished 7 days of antibiotics, still feeling discomfort. How long do you feel only fluids? I just did a post on what to start eating after antibiotics. Sweet potato would be, you have inboxed me. Okay, Tess, I will get to that in the next 24 hours. Sweet potatoes that you have baked, cooled, and reheated, no skin. No skin. And DJ, you can direct message me. Maybe we can do a consult. So I missed it. Yes. Thank you, Nicole. That was DJ's post and I missed it. Um, so so for this is we're talking about what to eat after medication. Sweet potato baked, cooled, and reheated without the skin, scrambled eggs or soft boiled eggs, um, white rice would be okay as well. Goat kefir or goat yogurt, that would be okay. You can even mix some applesauce in with that. Scrambled eggs, we love scrambled eggs. They're easy to digest, gives you some protein. I know, I get it. Um, I totally understand. So whenever you start your solid food, the first thing, just do a little bit of it. Maybe like 3 tablespoons of it, not like a whole meal. Um, Scooby Doo, my diverticulitis diet digital download for what to eat, you'll find it on my website, cleansingforenergy.com, link at the top of my bio. So I get it, Gabi, that so just eat a little bit of it. A sweet potato is really easy to digest, no skin. Oh, you started solids too quickly. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry. That is it's so tough to start food and have it go south, and then it's so hard to want to do it again. Thank you for my ice cream cone. That is the only place I will get an ice cream cone. um, it's funny, my kids, when they were little, my son used to say, Mom, when you talk about telling your kid, don't let anybody ever tempt you with an ice cream cone that's a stranger. And he said, well, Mom, no one's going to tempt me and Hannah because we're lactose intolerant. So he thought he was totally safe from strangers. There's nothing they could give him. He would just say, my mom won't let me have that, so go away. I guess that's one way to protect your kids. But thank you. I appreciate your ice cream cone. I don't think I've ever got that as a gift to, and that is so sweet. Thank you. Hey, L'Oreal, nice to have you. I like that motto, you're worth it, because we are. Um, um, and Allison, I have to tell everybody about Allison's book. Oh gosh, it's in the other room. Allison, tomorrow I'm going to have your book right with me when we do our live, because we're going to talk about stress release and faith. And tomorrow I'm going to have your book with me so I can talk about it. Yeah, it's a new twist on strangers, right? Well, it worked. Oh, DJ, you're very, very welcome. It definitely, yeah. Tomorrow I will have your book with me, and I'm also going to talk Peppers and Grace. I'm writing it down. I don't want to forget anything. Oh, Nicole, you have to read her book. So everybody, Allison wrote a book with stories on faith, and I will say broken faith, lost faith, um, anything that you want to call it, it's for you. It is so beautiful. And I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Is the pain going to be for all of life? It does not have to be. You are in control of that. You're in control of that. And that's what I talk about on my consults. You can heal. And read the testimonials. When you go to my consult to sign up, read people's testimonials. The reason that I want you to do that is to be inspired by their healing stories. It's the only reason that I share them in my blogs, is I want you to be inspired that they healed. Mixed berries, okay. Only blueberries, no other berry, very ripe bananas, mangoes, or papaya. Um, and baked apples, nothing with seeds. Baked apples without the skin, baked pears without the skin. Yeah, goat kefir, goat yogurt. Those are you're in a flare right now, so you want to stay liquid. Goat kefir, goat yogurt with applesauce would be fine. Aloe vera juice, um, and yeah, Allison, I thank you for your kind words about my post. I posted a story about my healing process with my first husband, because he was my healing partner. He was, our angels brought us together for my healing journey. And he was definitely an angel to me. And it's just felt so important to me to share him. He passed about 10 years ago, and to share our story and who I was when I met him. And, um, and how far he brought me, diagnosed and colitis, having a hard time with meals. Direct message me. I have a diet map for healing. It's called my Gut Fix Formula. You'll find it on my website. It's a step-by-step walk you through map for healing. And you can also do a one-on-one consult with me, which is a great way. One of the things that reminded me about what consults are good for is I talked to a lovely person this morning who thought were following everything exactly, but they kept having flares. Well, we figured out 5 things they were doing that was triggering their flare. And that is going to make all the difference. You're losing weight, but afraid you're going to look ugly. Well, direct message me and let's kind of figure this out. Allie, so nice to see you. Allison, thank you for your sweet words. I thought you would appreciate that story. It is, it was wonderful to see pictures of him again. It was a beautiful time. It was actually a tough time in my life, a lot of it, but you know how things are when you look back at them and you made it through. There's a beauty in that, the beauty in the survival and the thrival. Hello, TikToker back again. Oh, so nice to see you. Wow, it's time just flies when we're doing this. And Allison, thank you for being here with us today. And Nicole, thank you. And Nicole, hey, everybody, I want you all to know Nicole's foot is better. It is better, and she is finally not in pain. Hooray! It was, I'm so happy about that. It was awesome to hear that from you today. Mm. Um, uh, yes. Hello, Nini. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you on our, yeah, yeah, it's so nice to have. I'm so glad that you're okay, Nicole. That was a long journey of pain, and you have enough that you deal with day to day to have that. I'm glad that you're coming onto the other side of it. And let's see, what else can we, I think, so for the people who are dealing with flares or pain right now, besides the liquid diet, the castor oil packs, DJ, try a castor oil pack. If you haven't, you can get one from a company called Queen of the Thrones on Amazon. Anybody that's interested in colon hydrotherapy, direct message me. We'll talk about it. I wish I could see all of you in my clinic in Santa Barbara. And if you are ever coming to the West Coast, I have had my TikTok friends and followers come out, and it's so cool to see you guys here in my clinic. But otherwise, there's great people around the country. Rita found someone wonderful where she lives. And a big part of your healing journey. Lymphatic drainage therapists, another big part of your healing journey. You can do so much of this yourself, but it's wonderful to have a face-to-face, in-person support system. Yes, I'd love to see you, I'd love to see you, Gabi. Um, um, so I will, if you just signed up, Ruta, I will reach out to you and if you just scheduled or signed up for a consult, I will email you and we will find a time for us to speak. Hill Country, how long will it take to see the benefits? Everybody is so different. So you can take up to 6 a day. Some people don't take enough because I put very cautious amounts on the labels. Every supplement company does. If it seems like you're not getting enough benefit, then make sure you're drinking liquids. Guns and Glory, if you've been dealing with flare-ups since you were 24, we should do a consult. We got to end this. I'm glad I've helped you, but there's probably something that hasn't been defined yet, and let's fix that. You've been dealing with this for way too long. Way too long. Yeah, that's just a long time. And I just was talking to, yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, you have, once somebody signs up with me for a consult, and then I will give you my email, and I'm happy to look at test results. Once we've scheduled a consult, I can do that. Um, I I I generally don't, but anybody is allowed to direct message me. I always keep a space for discounted clients in my schedule. Right now, that space is full. I'm always seeing students at a discount, but I always have space in my schedule for a discounted client. So you might just be on a waiting list for that. Oh, yes. Sugar-free electrolytes. Oh, yes. The person who's dealing with making sure your Happy Gut Cleanse works, making sure you stay hydrated. Allison is so right. So you can take up to 6 a day, but make sure that you're putting sugar-free electrolytes in your liquids, because otherwise you're peeing out the water. And the colon is the first organ to get dehydrated. So even though you may be drinking tons of water, if you're not putting in a sugar-free electrolyte, you're just peeing it out. Gatorade have the right idea. It's just full of sugar. So find something you like. I like a sugar-free product that's pretty tasteless called 40,000 volts. Keto 1000 has some taste. Water with a pinch of salt. It's not actually enough, DJ, because sea salt is only one of the components of electrolytes, so it's not enough. Um, Cheryl, you use something called Flavor City. Is that an electrolyte? I've never heard of it. Hello, Viggy. I'm probably saying your name wrong, but hello from Sweden. Nice to have you. It's an electrolyte. Um, um, Flavor City. Oh, cool. Is and it's sugar free. Wow. I have to check it out. I I personally like something called 40,000 volts. Um, but so I'm gonna check this out. Flavor City from Bobby Parrish. Cool. Um, okay. Flavor City. I'll check it out. Thank you. I don't do well on stevia. Lots of people do. So, if it okay, cool. It's not a problem. It's just personal to me. I like monk fruit. It's why I use anything that's flavored with monk fruit. And maybe if I'm really, really lucky, they'll flavor it with monk fruit. Um, and the clean protein shakes. Well, I have to tell you, Cheryl, I'm partial to mine because mine are flavored with monk fruit, and they're gluten, sugar, and dairy free, and I'm just hooked on them. Um, but I'm glad that Flavor City makes good, clean products. I love that. It's nice to have a company out there that people are feeling good. Oh yeah, mine are sugar free. 40,000 volts is sugar free. Yeah, it doesn't have any taste. They don't do anything to make it tasty, which some people like and some people don't like. If you want a little taste in your water, then you use something else. Hello, Lynn's Adventures. Nice to see you. Hey, Let Me Be. Nice to see you. And I hope you saw the post that I did in your honor. Hey, Poppy Lou. Nice to have you. Um, Hello, Deetra. Um, but Allison, thank you so much for bringing up the electrolyte piece for our friend who is wanting to make sure that his Happy Gut Cleanse is working and it doesn't feel to him like it's working fast enough. Um, thank you. Thank you, Allison. I'm so glad it's working for her. I'm so glad that she's doing it. And I do think that the activated charcoal could be good for her. Um, you know, it's, and I don't know how she's doing with constipation because it can trigger constipation, but for sure what it can do for her is if she's dealing with bloat or diarrhea, it can definitely slow that down. And you can give it to pets. It's actually, um, activated charcoal is safe for dogs. I don't know about cats, but I believe so. But I do know it's safe for dogs. Um, So Jessica, you may not have, there may be other factors in what's going on because Happy Gut Cleanse is only one of the things it would take to help stop a flare. It would have to be diet. It would have to be digestive enzymes after every meal, food combining, colon cleansing. So there could be so many reasons why you got a flare later. Just that one product isn't enough to stop a flare. It's it's a piece of the puzzle, though. Cleansing the colon is a piece of the puzzle. A really important piece of the puzzle are digestive enzymes with hydrochloric acid, like my enzyme energy, at the end of a protein meal. That's really important because if food isn't breaking down in the stomach, then it's going to get into the gut undigested, and boom, there's a flare. Um, and everything mentioned plus stress. Oh, yep. We've been talking a lot about stress today, adventure, because I was doing some posts about it, doing some posts about the behaviors that we inherit, like holding in stress. I mean, we all, we all get stress. That's okay. That's okay that you're here. I thought I would just do a little cliff notes and catch you up. So I was doing a post about what's inherited, the genetics that are inherited, the genetic link to diverticulitis, but a big link that we do inherit are modeled behaviors, which is holding in stress. Holding in stress, people pleasing, not speaking out, um, being the really good, responsible people. Thank you, Nicole. I mean, I didn't say this in my post, but honestly, and don't worry, I'm not going to do this, but if I sold my email list to a job recruiter looking for the most responsible people, it would be my email list. Because people with gut issues are highly over responsible. Um, and that is a plus, but it can get us into a ton of trouble. So, you all are living the high side of it. I know because everybody in your life loves you, depends on you. You are the rock. Um, and you are making sure that you're taking care of everybody else. You're at the bottom of the list. But my job is to inspire you to change that a little bit and put yourself at the top of the list, because if you're not okay, nobody around you is going to have you. And that's really, really important. Um, so um, this is a personality profile that I have seen for 4 decades with people with gut issues. Powering through is so valued in our culture, especially in women. That is so true. Just put our head down and do it. Um, 2 objects that are the same shape. Um, the same shape. Let's see here. Hi, I have to do a weird TikTok test. Yes, it's hard to say no because you feel guilt. Well, you must have gut issues, adventure. Um, yeah, it's hard to say. So, I mean, actually, I could just do, if I could put the word no in a capsule, that would probably be all anybody would need to fix their gut. If I could put the word no in the Happy Gut Cleanse or the digestive enzymes, I would do it. Um, that would be, such a hard thing to learn, and I'm 70 and I'm still learning to say no. So if you can't say no, try this. Just say not right now. I have to make a decision later. Just put it off. Just say I have to think about it. Because if you can give yourself time and you don't get pulled into something to say yes in the moment, you're more likely to be able to say no later. um, my information is helping him and taking care of him. I'm glad about that. So somebody in your life needs help, and you're taking care of them. I'm glad. So I hope you're taking care of you too, because that's what I'm talking about right now, taking care of you too. Hey, Jimmy, nice to see you. We have 6 more minutes. Um, So um, you've got to take care of you too. We are the yes people. I mean, we are the people everybody wants to be around and they depend on us. I'm not kidding. That email list of mine, it's gold to recruiters looking for highly responsible people. So I want everybody to, it is part of how we will heal and really not have flares. The lovely client I spoke to this morning, her next work week is 4 12-hour days at her day job. And then she said yes to 2 other side jobs. Oh my gosh. This stuff gets us in so much trouble. And if you're doing something you love, I love what I do, obviously. I still have to create times that I say no to things, no to people I don't want to. I don't like that. It's not natural to me. So if you're wondering if it's going to feel natural and it'll be like the first thing that you response you have, it will not be. Okay. That's why you have to learn to just say, I have to think about it, because it may never be natural to you to say no right at the beginning. Maybe never. Okay. Maybe that's just not going to be who you are. You're a person that would just say yes to everything. I am that person. So the best thing you can do is to say, you know what? I need to check my schedule. I need to check with so and so. Make something up. I told my kids that they were always allowed to use me as the reason that they weren't allowed to do something. And you can use me. Just say, I don't know. I have to check with Julia, and then I'll get back to you. You all have permission to use me as your mom here. Your husband is on his 3rd week having a surgery with diverticulosis. What do I recommend he eats? Jennifer, check out my Nothing Raw. Yeah, check out my diverticulitis diet digital download. Adventure, do you like that? I have weird. Yeah. I know, that's so funny, huh? Christina, you can go on my website. Hey, Amanda, nice to see you here. You can go on my website, cleansingforenergy.com. There is a link for personal coaching, or direct message me, and I will send you the link. Hello, Amanda. Everybody, I'd love you to meet my dear friend Amanda, the holistic beauty coach. Her expertise is in teaching people, teaching women, but teaching everybody about breast implant illness, which is a real thing. If you have breast implants and autoimmune disease, fatigue, gut issues, those things can be and are often connected. So follow Amanda here on TikTok, the holistic beauty coach. She's also on Instagram. She is um, a wealth of information on the subject of breast implant illness. And it's a really important subject. I've done videos. She and I have done lives together. And it's just important for everyone to know, especially if you have breast implants. We share a lot of clients, and I'm lucky enough to see people I know. It is an incredibly much needed service. And amazingly, women are still getting breast implants, even with all we know about the dangers of it, of all ages. And I've had many clients of all ages who've gotten their implants out, and it transformed their health, especially if they did detox protocols after, which Amanda and I teach about. So yeah, it's a really, really needed service, and she's just the best at it, and an incredible, beautiful human being inside and out. So Amanda, I love you, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're taking good care of yourself today. We're talking about taking care of ourselves, and that women don't. We take care of everyone else, which may be why women get breast implants in the first place. Hello, Samantha Rose. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. So tomorrow, just because we're running out of time, we have 2 more minutes. I will be here. Nicole will be here. At 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And excited to see you talk about anything gut health. If you want to book a consult with me, direct message me. I'll send you the link, or you can go to my website, cleansingforenergy.com, and book a personal consult. After you sign up, I'll reach out to you via email to schedule. If you have any other question that we didn't answer here, you can direct message me. Hey, Peter, you're catching us at the end of our live, but come back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Michaela, direct message me. My gut fix formula will walk you through it, or you can do a personal consult. Allison, I love you. Nicole, love you. Everybody out there, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for thank you for your beautiful, thoughtful, and heartful questions. Goodbye, Captain Mommy. Goodbye, everybody. And see you tomorrow.